Hey everyone, welcome back to Records of Robin. Today I'm going to do an Oasis tier list video. I'm going to go from worst to best. I say worst. All our albums are good. They're my favourite band. And I know if you watch previous videos you probably know the answer. But, you know, some albums aren't as good as others in the Oasis discography. And I'm not including live albums or singles in this. So to start off, we have the worst Oasis album in Don't Believe the Truth. Now, my problem with this album is a lot of the B-sides that weren't included on this album. A lot of the B-sides that were just thrown away are better than songs on this album. I'm sorry, but The Meaning of Soul and it's not on here, but Eye Tickler or Eyeball Tickler, which is on, you'll get it on the streaming service version of this album. They're not very good songs. They feel like time waster, album filler songs. And there's songs like Liam Gallagher wrote a song called Pass Me Down the Wine, which is the B-side to The Importance of Being Idle. Pass Me Down the Wine is one of the best Oasis songs. Seriously, you need to go listen to it. It's amazing. And it's written by Liam Gallagher of all people. And it's a B-side on a single, when it's so much better than The Meaning of Soul. Or even Guess God Thinks I'm Able's alright, but I can't really. I like all the other songs, to be honest, but The Meaning of Soul and Eyeball Tickler are really not great songs. That came out wrong. But and the B-side, what's it called? Lord Don't Slow Me Down. What happened to that? Why is that a single on its own? Why isn't that on this album? No, it's ridiculous, you know. And some of the songs on this album, apart of The Queue and Mucky Fingers, I do love the songs, but they are really basic and the guitar riffs are taken from other songs. The part of The Queue, it has a sped up guitar riff from the the Stranglers song not Golden Slumbers, that's the Beatles. Golden something by the Stranglers. And then Lila has a Mucky Fingers has a Velvet Underground guitar riff that he took. And that's not usually a problem, you know. Music grows via influence, if that makes sense. But for those two songs, it just seems really lazy and tactile. Anyway, next up, we have Dig Out Your Soul, their last album. Now, I don't really have a problem with this album. It's just not as good as... Oh, well, I know what it looks like. It's just not as good as their previous albums, you know. And again, I like the song Get Off Your High Horse Lady, but it just seems like filler, and the songs ain't got nothing, and The Nature of Reality, again, just seem like they're good songs, but they're baseless. There's nothing to them as a song. And keep in mind, you know, I have Live Forever tattooed on my skin. I am one of the biggest Oasis fans there are. They are everything, you know. I love Oasis. So when I'm talking bad about them, I'm serious, you know. But other than that, the songs on this album aren't too bad. And then, where is it? They're all on the bed over here, which is obviously very professional. And we have Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. Fucking in the Bushes it's an opening track that they used for when they went on stage live. It was playing, you know, just on the speakers as they come on. And on the album, it's just not a good opening track. And to be honest, I think this album should have opened with Go Let It Out, which is an amazing song. Oh, and then, I mean, all the other songs, Gas Panic, Where Did It All Go Wrong, Sunday Morning Cool, and Roll It Over are some of the best Oasis songs. You know, this album is very underrated, despite being a third on my list. Oh, you know what I mean. Third from, I'm getting confused. Third from the top. So yeah, it's not a bad album. None of these are bad albums, but again, just fucking in the bushes and put your money where your mouth is. Two songs that seem like album filler. They're not. There's just no. It's hard to explain. But when you listen to an album, or you listen to as much albums as I do, not to sound like a snob, you can hear the filler songs, the songs that are just thrown away to build space, you know, to make the album longer. But next up, we have, I'm going to include it, the Master Plan. Now, this is my case in point. This album was only released because someone said to Noel Gallagher, stop throwing away your B-sides. You know, when he wrote the Master Plan, I'm forgetting his name. The guy from Creation Records, I forget his name. It might be in here actually. What is his name? Lennon? Yeah. No, I forget his name. I'm gonna kick myself. He said to Noel Gallagher, we need a B-side, another B-side for What's the Story, Morning Glory. So Noel goes away, he's sat in a hotel room in Japan, and he writes the Master Plan, apparently in 10 minutes. One of the best written songs of all time, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best songs. And it's a B-side, and their manager even said to Noel Gallagher, you know, we can't use this as a B-side because it's too fucking good. You know, it's too good to be a B-side. But so, point being that the songs on this album are amazing and could easily replace some of the songs on their, you know, official album releases, which this is too. Like, take Half the World Away. Half the World Away. I mean, I'm considering getting it tattooed on my skin. It is one of my favourite songs. It's so beautifully done. And it was just thrown away. Aqueous, with Liam taking the chorus and Noel taking Noel takes the chorus and Liam does the verses. Why, in whose mind is that a B-side? That is better in my mind than Hello, and should have really opened up What's the Story, Morning Glory. Underneath the Sky, Liam's vocals. But yes, that one's next. And then, next up, I just realised something, but I won't point it out. Next up, we have this one, Be Here Now, which, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's a big thing with Oasis. The B-sides that you can find on the deluxe edition that come out are better than some of the songs on this fucking album. Magic Pie is alright, but it's 7 minutes long, and it's just album filler. It's just crap. You know, it just goes on and on and on. Whereas there's songs like The Fame, which was a double A side with All Around the World, and Flashbacks, are really great songs that should have been on the album and could have been on the album because their time, you know, it fit. Without Magic Pie, they could replace Magic Pie. And songs like My Sister Lover, the incest song, and what's it called, Stay Young, which is on the Master Plan album. You know, it just, I know they were high on coke at the time, but this album was a very, you know, it's still good, but a lot of songs are too long, and it's really throwaway, if that makes sense. So next up, Look. We have Heathen Chemistry. I think this is better than Be Here Now. I know. I mean, it's got Songbird on it, which is one of my favourite songs. Little by Little, Stop Crying Your Heart Out, She Is Love, Born on a Different Cloud. You know, some really great songs on this one. And honestly, to me, none of the songs on this album feel like filler songs. You know, all the songs on this album have their sort of place, which is great. Apart from Better Man, to be honest. Better Man, the closing track, isn't that great. You know, the hidden track on this album at the end could have been the closing track. It didn't have to be a hidden track, because Better Man is not very good. So the second best album in the Oasis discography is What's the Story, Morning Glory. What more can I say about, in my mind, the second best album of the 90s as well? You've got Roll With It, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, Bonehead's Bank Holiday, Some Might Say, Cast No Shadow, She's Electric, Morning Glory, Champagne Supernova. Good song after good song after good song. This album is a 10 out of 10. It just is really great, but it's not their best album, in my opinion. Their best album, and I know I've probably said this a million times, but this, definitely maybe, is the greatest rock album of all time. I think it's the greatest album of all time, but I usually say rock album because that's the genre I listen to, you know. And if you have another favourite album, that's good on you. This is mine. This is the greatest album of all time. Just every song, man. Rock and Roll Star. What a way to open your career. I know it was Supersonic, but I'm not counting singles. What a way, you know. And of course, I keep showing you because I'm proud of it. I Live Forever. You know, I love the way I love the way it ends with Married with Children. I think it's a really perfect ending. But yeah, 10 out of 10, the best Oasis album. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And from now on, every time I finish a band's discography in the vinyl review series, I'm going to do a tier list at the end. So I've just filmed the War video, which goes up sometime this weekend, and then, you know, once I've finished all the Pink Floyd albums, I'll do a video just like this for them, and then the Beatles, and so on and so on. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the B-side.